I'm Allison. I am the chair of SAASC, and we are recording this meeting. So in case you are looking for information at a later date, or if you are looking for more information on something you want to share with people that were not able to attend, we will have a recording available for you. So welcome to our spring semester get together for members and non-members alike. If you joined us last week for the student group panel, thanks for coming back. I hope you found that interesting, and tonight we plan to share with you some more details about what we hope to accomplish this semester, what we have planned, and some great information about how you can become a board member for the next term. So I am going to share my screen and run through a brief presentation. If I can find, I'm sure you can all relate to the issue of having way too many tabs open as the semester progresses. And that is my problem at the moment. So give me 1 second. All right. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's try this again. Not share, present. Oh, okay. Hopefully we can all see this. If you can't, please, or have any trouble, post in the chat. Feel free to add questions in the chat. We will have time for questions, suggestions. My internet connection is unstable, so hopefully you won't lose me during this. And I'm going to rely on Sabrina, Samantha, Barbara, Angela to kind of jump in if I am missing anything critical, or if for some reason you lose me. So welcome everyone. As I mentioned, I'm Allison. I am the chair for this term, and I'm excited to share with you what we have planned for this semester. So our agenda for today is to just review our mission, our goals. We're going to have Kelly and the Archeota team talk about our student publication. Samantha's going to run through our events for the semester. I'm going to talk about the opportunities that are coming up in our April elections, as well as what membership in our parent organization means and how it can help you. And then we'll have time for Q&A or suggestions if you have any. So our mission is, as a student chapter, is to promote archival interests, give students a platform for discussing archival issues, engaging with other students, hearing from professionals. Basically, you know, our goal is to give you the information and resources you need to either make a decision about what type of career you want to pursue, or give you the opportunity to actually start that career or further that career. We're open to all MLIS students and MARA students in the San Jose State High School. This is the current team. I'm Allison. I am expecting to graduate at the end of this semester, so I'm currently working on my ePort, and I'm taking a digitization class. I currently work at a public library part-time and have been working like mad to apply for every internship and full-time job opportunity I can find during this crazy time where it's hard to find any opportunities. But I am happy to share any tips, advice, opinions I have on classes, professors, coursework, job search opportunities and strategies. So you are welcome to reach out to me at any time. Samantha, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself? You might be muted.
Am I still muted?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, perfect. My name is Samantha, and I'm the vice chair for SAASC, and I'm functionally the event coordinator. So I put together the events for this student-run organization. And just like Allison, I'm currently in my last semester here, and I am working hard or hardly working on my e-port.
All right, Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I am the secretary and social media manager. So if you see me on Facebook, say hey. I'm also in my last semester, which is why elections coming up are so important. I'm taking ePort and 285, and I live in Northern California.
All right, Barbara.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara. I am in my second year. I'm the webmaster, so I help the team update and our website with current events and information and keep it looking nice. Yeah, and I live in Los Angeles.
Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela. I live in Los Angeles, and I do Twitter. In fact, you can follow us on Twitter at SJSU_SAASC. And it's mainly, I just try to find articles that are relevant and try to follow people within the industry so that we have some nice things to see on our Twitter.
All right, and our newest addition, Sarah.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I am the newest person on this team. I am the blog editor, so I take notes during our awesome events and then I write up a kind of review and kind of some more information about it. I then put it up on our blog, and I live in San Diego. This is my second semester in the program.
Great, thanks everyone. So our goals for this spring are to continue to nurture and create an open and positive environment for all our members and for all iSchool students. We strive to present opportunities for everyone to engage with professionals, learn from professionals, ask questions of professionals through our events. We do our best to share every scholarship, job, internship, learning opportunity we can find out about via our social media channels and our website and our blog. And our biggest goal for the spring is to have successful board elections and hand off the reins to a whole new team at the end of the semester. We are also working on a new logo. If you've seen our site, we have sort of a little kind of circular basic logo, and one of our goals for this semester is to revamp our logo to look as snazzy as our new website. And Barbara is leading the charge on that, so I'm going to let her talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so so like Allison said, we created a new website and we decided that it'd be a good idea if we also updated our logo. It's currently in the very beginning stages. I'm trying to kind of get inspiration from other national organizations, and also trying to make sure that it's in brand with San Jose State so that connection and continuity is there. Yeah, and I'm still working on it and look forward to revealing it very, very soon. Thanks.
Thanks. So now we're going to share a little more information about our upcoming events. Some of you may have attended our first event that we had at the end of January with the Walt Disney Archives, which was a huge success. And I know people were really excited about that. And Samantha has put together an amazing slate of events for the remainder of the semester. And I'm going to have her talk about each of those.
So this spring semester, we are jam-packed with events, starting with one on this upcoming Monday, February 22nd, which will be in collaboration with A4 Blip, where we talk about the archival response to the BLM movement. And then next in March, we're going to be able to talk to a couple of archivists from the UCLA Film and Television Archive. So that should be really exciting. In April, in order to commemorate Earth Day, we're going to celebrate it with Sierra Club's Colby Library and their archivist, Joanna Black. And in May, we will have 2 events, the first of which will be about the ACA certification exam in case you want to become a certified archivist in the future. And later in May, we're going to have a more casual event called the Happy Hour, where we kind of talk about any questions on your mind. We usually gravitate towards talking about the e-port. So if you have any questions, bring them to that event.
Thank you. And now I want to hand it off to Kelly to talk about our student publication, Archeota.
Hi, everyone.
And then Kelly, just let me know if you want me to stop sharing. Oh, Christine, I misspelled your name. I'm sorry. Let me know if you want me to stop sharing.
I'll go ahead and share now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alrighty. I think this is it. There we go. So I'll start here. Archeota. Well, we just finished publishing the fall winter issue. It's a labor of love. That's all I have to say. So it is the publication of the SAASC, and they started it in spring 2015. So we've been going strong. This is, we've now passed the 5-year mark and 10 issues. So I'm just going to show you briefly that as an archivist, this is important to know that the SJSU has its own access or open access research repository, SJSU ScholarWorks. Everyone's seeing this, right? Just to make sure I'm not.
Yep.
Okay, so if you want to look up our group, you can do that, and you'll see we have a lot of stuff here. We have our exciting annual report. I'm sure you're interested in that. We also archive all of our event recordings. And the other thing is we archive Archeota. So I'm just going to click here. Okay, so here you'll be able to go and you'll see all of our past issues. And I'll go to our current issue. This is it. So now one thing, just so you know, while I'm going through this, is what I'm trying to do is I'm encourage you to make your own contribution to our next issue, which will be probably May. So yeah, I absolutely encourage you to contribute. You will have, it's not a research journal. The articles are around 900 to 1100 words usually, and it's really just meant to be interesting, something that you want to read. It's not scholarly. We don't want a research report. So as it says here, it's a platform to contribute to the archival conversation, and it's written by students for students. And that's what it has always been. So I'm going to open up the current, and I will find that. Okay, so here it is. You can download it. And this is our current issue. And just, you know, as I'm talking, get the wheels in your head turning and thinking, yeah, this is a great line on my resume. It's a great opportunity. You can write about anything you want to that's archives related. And you're going to have, you know, a publication that you can refer to on your resume. So in this issue, we had Allison write this wonderful article about, they had an event with Migration is Beautiful with the Iowa Women's Archives. And she kind of followed that up with an article that went a little bit beyond what was given in the presentation and more addressed the the Q&A that came after with the archivist. And we have others. Each issue we have a top 10 list. This time Christine's come up with an armchair tourist guide to virtual tours that you can find on YouTube. Alyssa wrote about documenting the college student experience. We have another contributor, Monica Nolan. I'm not sure whether she was here, but she attended the, let's see, Association of Moving Images Archivists. That's right. There are two in here that I really want to talk to you about. And one is the one I did myself. I conducted a survey, and we've all heard about informational interviews. I decided, well, yeah, those are really useful. So how about I try to do a survey? And I did that, and I got 77 archivists to respond, which is amazing. And they're from all over the country, all different kinds of archives. You can see here the type of organization. It really is the whole range. And so download this. This is the greatest advice. I compiled it all, went through, all of those responses for all of the questions that we asked. And I think there were three, the most important to me, and those are the ones I highlighted with quotes. But one is, what do you like most about your job? That's important. But it's also important to follow that up with, what do you like least about your job? So look this over. It's the same themes keep reoccurring. So yeah, money, budgets, advocacy, understaffing, etc. And then the best advice. And again, there's lots of good stuff in there. So I urge you to read that. It will really give you some guidance. Some things maybe you expected and some things maybe you didn't. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring up was, I don't know how many of you know, but the San Jose State University Archives and Special Collections, they started a special collection this past year for collecting pandemic stories from students. Now, a lot of universities are doing this, and also public libraries. So what I did was I looked through all of those. There's, I think they've had 400 contributors so far. And I looked through and just try to, come up with some highlights, some things that, again, answered to experiences that we've shared. I just try to select ones that represented a common themes in this. And you can read what I've written there, is that it really is the whole range. And there are truly some, really uplifting. And while it's been hard, people talk about, the hope and resiliency, but there are just some things that are, so tragic. I think the one story that particularly for me, and I think for everyone it would be, is Francisco Rales, and his father died of COVID, and they couldn't have, I get choked up, they couldn't have a family wake, so they did it, socially distant. So again, I get choked up. But yeah, read it. There's lots of stuff in here. So, and contribute. That's what I'm here to encourage, that you all do, reach out to me after this, ask me about it. People have written about all kinds of things. Someone wrote about their experience working in the archives with a particular collection, and she kind of had this empathy that she developed because she had, it was about a woman and her relationship with her cat, and her cat dying, and then her dog died, and all those kinds of things. So, write about an archive, write about an issue about an archive, anything like that, interviews. So again, just reach out, and I'm going to paste some links into the chat. And one more plug. Now this is with ALASC, but our group has, everyone is a member in the entire of all the iSchool students. So we got student funding to do a book giveaway for Black History Month. So we're giving away over 100 books. We are going to have a book circle event afterwards. You don't have to attend if you, we'd like you to attend, but you don't have to if you get a book. But do sign up. It's first come, first served, and we are getting, the numbers are getting up there. So we have a few more books to give away. I will paste that link in. And another, we have our trivia night coming up next Tuesday. We're having a quiz show and we give away prizes. We give away Starbucks cards, and it's just a bunch of trivia questions. So it's fun. It was fun last year and we're looking forward to it again this year. And that's all from me.
All right, thanks, Kelly. I am going to share my screen again. Oh my God, I have a big problem with differentiating between share and present. All right, so moving on. Elections are happening this April, so every position will be up for elections this April. So hopefully you are enjoying your experience with SAASC and you want to get more involved, or maybe you're not enjoying your experience and you think you can make it better. Either way, I encourage all of you to consider becoming a board member and nominating yourself. So I've provided real basic roles and responsibilities for each position, but I encourage each current board member to chime in if they feel like they're not being represented fully in their descriptions here. For the chair, I basically kind of coordinate the whole team, facilitate board meetings. My main priority is to prepare the annual report for our parent organization and kind of just monitor our email account and make sure we respond to requests as quickly as we can. And there are occasions when I need to represent our student chapter at either meetings or conferences. But essentially, I'm here to support the team and make sure they have what they need to do their jobs as well as they can. The vice chair, I put in fill in for chair as needed, but the main job of the vice chair is really to plan and implement all events. We're currently virtual only, but there was a time when we did in-person events, and hopefully the next person in that role will be able to plan some in-person events. And that entails not only researching the people or locations you want to plan as events, doing the outreach, doing the scheduling, all the logistics of either a Zoom presentation or an in-person meeting, and doing all the follow-up in terms of making recordings available, answering follow-up questions from students, and just making sure that we have an archive of that event that people can refer back to. And that also involves promoting the event in collaboration with our social media team and our blog editor. The secretary role entails a couple different things. One is what you would consider typical secretary duties, such as scheduling meetings, taking the minutes, making those minutes available on a shared Google Drive, in addition to organizing and archiving all the records that we create during the term, assisting with the annual report for SAA. But the kind of the bulk of the work, I would say, is in overseeing our social media presence And Sabrina and Angela sort of split that duty right now in terms of Sabrina kind of focusing on Facebook and Angela focusing on Twitter. But it's Sabrina's job as secretary to kind of make sure that overall we are maintaining an active social media presence. And that also includes kind of finding or creating graphics that can support our social media presence. The webmaster position is pretty self-explanatory. So it's maintaining and updating our website and event calendar, making sure links are always working, updating the homepage to focus on the latest and greatest, creating graphics for the website, making sure we're following all the IT policies that the iSchool has, since our site is hosted on the school server, and creating documentation for the next group of people to understand how the website functions, and if we add new features, how to use those features, so it's not recreating the wheel every single time a new group comes in. The social media coordinator position supports the secretary with social media updates. And as I mentioned, in this particular term, Angela is focused on Twitter. She's done a great job of actually incorporating live tweets into some of our events. But in general, the social media coordinator can focus on Twitter, Facebook, wherever we have social media presence. They need to respond to messages and comments, and part of their role is identifying and highlighting the people, the groups, the news and events to share on our social media channels, because we want it to be a resource to all members, just to learn about opportunities. And then our blog editor position, as Sarah mentioned, is focused on posting recaps of our events on our blog, as well as contributing additional posts for SAA initiatives, whether it's National Archives Month in October, or talking about the annual conference, or anything else that is a big highlight for the field of archives. We do occasionally have people submit guest posts, and the blog editor will review and manage that coordination with the person submitting. And there's a little bit of creativity in terms of either finding materials or images to support posts, or creating materials or images to support the posts. And then the last role is something that's new, and we're still kind of sorting out what it will entail. But based on our experiences in the fall, it was suggested that we create a membership director role. And as I said, we're still kind of sorting out what exactly this will involve, but the concept is this person will promote membership amongst the iSchool student population, collaborate with other student groups to increase awareness of SAASC, maintain a membership roster, create an alumni outreach program, and just generally promote benefits of SAA, so students are taking full advantage of the opportunities available to them. So hopefully you would like to get involved in SAASC. The deadline to nominate yourself is March 31st, because we will be holding elections in April. To be eligible, you do need to be enrolled in iSchool for fall 2021 and spring 2022 semesters, because that is the term of the board. It actually goes through the summer of 2022, but that's more of a transition period. So as long as you are available, you don't have to be enrolled in summer. And then if elected, you must also be a member of our parent organization, SAA. If you're not a member now and you get elected, you do have a grace period to join. I think it's worthwhile, so hopefully you're already a member. So if you are interested and want to nominate yourself, all you have to do is send an email to us. The address is there, and I'm sure Barbara will put it in the chat. Tell us which position or positions you're interested in, and then tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to join. And then in April, we'll collect all the nominations, and we will post them and the information you've provided us on our website and in Canvas, and we'll open up the elections. So before the semester ends, we'll have a new board, and then we'll begin the process of transitioning and hopefully getting everyone set up for success for the new term. Let's see, what else? So SAA, before we wrap, I just wanted to talk a little bit about our parent organization and why I think it's a great benefit to join. First of all, it basically connects you to 6,000 plus members, primarily professionals working in archives or archive related fields. They have over 40 section groups that are either focused on specific areas of archives or specific responsibilities of archives. So you could join the museum archive group, you can join the public libraries archive group, you can join the metadata section, you can join the Native American section, the Lone Rangers section. There are so many different sections that you can join and learn more about what it means to sort of work in those specific areas. I find it specifically valuable to learn about job postings, scholarship opportunities, webinars, educational courses. I get all that information just by subscribing to the section groups. They also have a mentoring program. So if you're really serious about becoming an archivist and want to learn more, get a leg up on what it means and how to position yourself in that field, sign up to be paired with a mentor. It's a wonderful opportunity, and it's available to you as a member. And then, of course, as a member, you get discounts on courses, books, conferences, and I think it's pretty affordable. It's $55 annually for the student rate. And of course, it's one of the options if you are a new student and taking Info 200. You can choose that as your free membership for 1 year. So again, I think it's really valuable. Definitely worth it for 1 year. You may decide after a year, like, no, it's not for me. And the good news is you're not out of pocket for too much. So I think that's kind of all I wanted to share with you guys today. These are all the ways you can connect with us. We have a lot of great resources on our website. We're happy to answer questions you have. Hopefully you find that we're pretty responsive and quick to respond. And I think you'll find some really fun stuff that we share on our social media channels, in addition to our YouTube channel, which hosts the majority of our event recordings. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing and open it up to any questions, suggestions, or comments you guys want to give to us. What can we be doing better? What would you like to know more about? And how can we help you? Feel free to unmute yourself if you would like to speak, or just post in the chat box. All right, Serene is asking when the deadline is to submit publications to the Archaeota Spring issue. Kelly, would you like to answer that?
Sure. We just now published the fall winter. We are going to publish in June. We've had some variation with the dates, but I've lessened my workload this semester, so I'm definitely looking at a June publication date. But get in touch as early as possible so that we can just, exchange ideas and yeah, everyone get in touch. I'd love that. And particular types of pieces. No, I would say no. I would say whatever you're interested in. I would love to have more on diverse archives. That would be great. There's just so much. If it's archive related, then it belongs in Archeota.
Music archivist. So we could certainly look into a music archivist. Not sure if we can fit another speaker into our calendar for this semester, but certainly we will keep track of this conversation and pass it on to the next board. But I also encourage you to post that question to the next board as they start planning. They'll probably start planning in August of this year. And if you have suggestions, that would be great as well. If you know of any music archives, it's kind of a broad subject, right? Are you interested in like contemporary music? Are you interested in classical music? There's a lot of different archives out there that could address music. So certainly everything's an option. You should also, I would highly recommend you also post that to our social media channels. So if you're on our Facebook channel, post that to the channel and see who else jumps in on that conversation. If we see a lot of interest in that, then it might spark some action to see if we can make that happen sooner rather than later. And just sort of continuing on that note, I definitely recommend, tagging our social media channels in any posts you think we would be, that would be appropriate for us to share as well, related to archives, library and information science, special collections, anything. We are always looking to share information, connect with others. If we're not following you and you've got a very active social media presence related to the field, we should be following you. So reach out to us and let's get connected. And the more information we have to share, the better it is for all of us. All right, anything else the SAASC team would like to share with our attendees?
I would just like to encourage everybody again to apply. I'm going to be, hopefully still be part of the team next year. So I still have a year left in the program. So yeah, join so we can continue the work that SAAS does and network and yeah, do fun things.
I mean, I will say that, like I sort of decided to get involved impulsively. I thought, oh gosh, okay, I need to sort of expand my experience before I finish this program. And I've really enjoyed every minute of it. Like, the team is great. We all help each other out, even though we have our roles and responsibilities. We all really kind of support each other and get involved in every aspect of the student chapter and share information and knowledge that we have. So it's a nice way to build actual relationships in this online learning environment, which is not always easy. Even with your team projects and your group work, you're kind of in and out. And this is a wonderful way to actually make longer and more meaningful connections with people. It's great for your e-portfolio, and I think it's been a good experience for me in terms of figuring out what is it I like about this profession, and what can I do to actually make this profession a career. So I think it's great. Hopefully, if you have the time, It's not a lot of time, but it does take some time and some effort. And, you know, it's whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So I do recommend it. I hope you enjoy what we're doing for you now. And I thank everyone for coming tonight. Before I wrap it up, is there anything else anyone would like to ask, or anything else anyone would like to say? All right, well then, with that, I'm just going to remind everyone that we will have a recording of this. We'll post that real soon. And we will also be adding the latest issue of Archaeota to our website soon, and posting more information about the various board positions before the end of the month. And if you have questions or comments or suggestions, again, reach out to us at any time, email, social media, Canvas, whatever is most convenient for you. And we look forward to bringing you some really great events and to hearing what you think about them. So thanks everyone. Hopefully.
Allison, I was hoping just to interject, because you're talking about the value of student leadership.
Sure.
And in the survey that came up over and over again, and the job competition is fierce. There are so few positions and so many people hoping to work in archives. And I'll be honest, the student chapter involvement can really make a difference. And that's what the respondents said in the survey.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anything you can do to give yourself an edge is useful. So definitely, you know, there are varying degrees of involvement. So pick the one that works for you, because whatever you can do does help when it comes to looking for jobs. And as Barbara has reminded everyone, make sure you register for our event next week. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I'm excited to hear what the Philadelphia group is doing to record the historical evidence of Black Lives Matter. And then there was one other thing I wanted to say. I can't remember. I've lost my train of thought. So again, thank you all for coming. Like I said, we are here and available for whatever you need from us. And if you just want to share information, give us suggestions, or have requests like the music archivist request, we are happy to hear them, and we'll do what we can to address anything you have or anything you need from us. So again, thanks everyone. Hopefully we'll see you next week and next month and the month after. And everyone have a great semester. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye. Good night.
Good night.